The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Alright, that means Gene Okerlund, and hey gang, you're watching Dose of Landis, my very dear, close, personal, long-time friend. Oh ho ho! It's a great show.
You just been dosed.
Huh?
Hey, this is Third Frame.
You're watching a Dose of Landis.
I'm Ron Jeremy, and you're watching a Dose of Landis.
Two.
Hey, this is Jack Russell, Jack Russell's Great White, and you're watching Dose of Landis right here on Jack Russell TV.
And this is Landis' World.
Welcome to a Dose of Landis. We are going to the comedy festival, the Joseph Maumee Comedy Festival we covered just last year. This is show 6. I can't believe what happened with show 5. I mean, it was unprepared, just everything was unprepared. We didn't know what happened. So thank you, Hollywood Rob and Scott Fisher for making my day, wrestling with gyros. Man, lots of things coming up. This is season 3 already. Season 3. Wait, where am I at? Oh, I'm back at 55 Fox, WFTF TV. 55 Fox, like I said before, it's kind of going to be a little bit of flashback. A little bit of a, Fort Wayne flashback. But this station right here has made a lot of history. Lots of history. I mean, if you remember, go back in the 80s, lots of local programming. We had Steve Shine that was here that did lots of shows, lots of news. Now he's a lawyer. He's really a big name in Fort Wayne. And then, if you guys remember, Happy the Hobo, Happy's Place was produced here, right down that way. Happy's Place was produced in that very same exact building, right there. A lot of history made. He became a huge icon. But I want to tell you a little bit of the story. Now, I was on Happy's Place. I said the story 2 seasons ago, and I took the microphone from him. He was doing his thing with my kids, so I took his microphone from him, like, retard. Yeah, I stole the mic from him, and then that's crazy. I wish you were still alive because I want to work with you. But anyways, what I want to talk about is, you guys know I work right down the street. Right down the street, there's a golf course, and you can see the whole shebang over here. And you guys will know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go by the building to continue to talk about it. We're here at Fox. Sorry, gotta kind of fix the camera there. Here we are at Fox. Like I said, story I want to tell everybody. Let's go by the door real quick, though. I'll tell you a little. It's not really a story, but it's a premonition I had. Ghost, I don't believe any of that. But Fox, we're at the radio station in this place, and we all know Happy's Place pretty much is the foundation of Fox. But in this very studio, was where it's filmed. But anyways, the real story on why I want to say what I feel. I was at work yesterday, take out the trash. It's nice out, and then I started having flashbacks of this building with Happy's Place, with Happy the Hobo doing this thing. And I love a Dose Of Landis, and I love doing the shows. But people's ask me, you can be the next Happy the Hobo. Legit. I'm not lying, no BS. But like I was thinking, I've never done a kid show before. And Happy's Place is very iconic. I was thinking, maybe what if I try to do a show like kids? Maybe if I could be the next Happy the Hobo. So, you know, I mean, it's, like I said, just having a premonition of everything. And I've got Happy the Hobo on DVD. Thank you, Marcus, for helping me out with that for sure. So maybe my 30th anniversary show, I could start a new kid show, or maybe if I could, because I'm really good friends with Happy the Hobo's widow, wife. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think I should try to reinvent the Happy's Place? Kevin, what do you think?
That'd be good. Something different for the Fort Wayne audience.
So I'm thinking about bringing back a reboot of Happy's Place. I just got to get permission from his wife. So that's how I truly feel. I mean, I don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that, but seeing just stuff like that. So, do you think, as my fans and as the dose, as my dosage, there you go, my dosage fans.
Can I help you guys?
Oh, I'm just filming my TV show, just talking about Happy Place and stuff like that.
Yeah, you need permission from
Oh, do I?
property.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. So, what is this going to be?
Hey, Fort Wayne, it's Kevo. Welcome back to A Dose of Landis. Today we have Gordon. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. So what are we doing today?
So it's the Maumee Mary and Joseph Comedy Festival. It's our third year, and this is our second night of the fest. So it's Friday night, and tomorrow Saturday we'll be having shows as well.
Nice. I believe tonight, and this is the second year. Is that right?
Third year.
Third year. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're on a third year
And,
already.
and you plan on a fourth year, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love to
Keep
make it
going.
every year.
I thought it was really awesome last year. Last year was my first time attending, and it was.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
That was great. It definitely is. So can you tell us about some of the shows that are going to be going on that you'll be attending?
Sure, yes. So what we're having later tonight is a musical comedy show, so all of them will be musicians, and one magician as well. Clint Spar will be for that.
Oh, wow.
And we're doing a debating show coming up as well. Comedians debating issues in a funny way.
I heard we have some Jeopardy again this year.
Yeah, and so Jeopardy's going as
going.
well.
Nice.
Both nights we'll have a Jeopardy one too.
Nice.
So it's going to be pretty fun.
So what was your favorite, since we're on the current year, can't ask the question for this year, but last year, what was your favorite act of the whole show, or the whole festival?
It was great to see Tim Northern here. Tim Northern, the great comedian. Marilyn Ruskip was great too. So those are probably what I enjoyed the most. Of course, the big roast battle that closes every festival out is awesome. To see some great lines, great hits.
So a little bit behind the stages. So is there like a lot of planning throughout the whole year to kind of make this festival happen every year?
Oh yeah. People working all year trying to figure out what we're gonna do, booking venues, figuring out how can we make this better every year. So.
Alrighty, well it sounds good, and we're excited to be joining again.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us again.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to have you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, great. Sounds good.
Welcome back to A Dose of Landis. This is our second year. Yes, second year. 1, 2, yeah, that's right. Make sure I can do it right. But anyways, last year was awesome. This year's gonna be great. Now, you guys know me for years and years. I'm like, oh, I want to work this guy. Interviewed Mike Moses last year. We talked about 5 or 6 years ago doing an interview. It happened. Me and Gene Okerlund talked about that interview for like a good 2 to 3 years. Oh, and Clint Spar, which we have here. We talked about that for how long?
I think I got started doing something with Wesley about 2 years ago, so it's been quite a while.
So keyword of today is 2. And then I'm going to be talking to OG Mustafa today. We talked about 2 years too. So today is 2. But anyways, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
My name is Clint Spar. I have been a magician in the Fort Wayne area for about 10 years. I got involved with the comedy scene about 3 years ago. Aspiring author, world's greatest karate exorcist, ordained minister. I kind of do a little bit of everything.
You said karate?
World's greatest karate exorcist. If you got any ghosts or anything, I'll punch them right out of you.
Okay, I thought you meant you were going to...
Oh, no.
Okay. It's like, oh man, I'm not ready to get my butt kicked. So what inspired you to be, doing comedy and all, to be the jack of all trades? Because being jack of all trades is good.
Yeah. Well, I got started in magic because I was right early college. I was actually trying to become Batman, like made a real serious effort of it. Found out I don't like getting punched in the face, so I decided to kind of switch tracks, and I found out a lot of those skills actually transferred over to doing the magic thing. And then I met a lot of people within the Fort Wayne comedy scene. They would all tell me, "You come out, just do a show with us." Eventually, they got me involved, and I kind of just got the bug. And then from there, it's just I've been writing since I was 13. I've been, you find out that things are interesting. You kind of dabble in it a little bit, and you find that you're just hooked. Yeah. I don't got to tell you about that.
Of course, yeah. Being an entertainer is addicting. I mean, you have your haters and you have your positive people. And like I was telling Kevin earlier, there's two different kinds of negative. I mean, entertainers get tons of haters, and same with politicians, but this is a political show. But still, when you get people saying, "Hey, you do a good job, you do this and that," it's like that drug, like that a dose.
Yep.
Hey, a dose. But you get what I'm saying. So, what do you have in the future?
I've got plans for at least 4 more novels. I've got to kind of keep doing the magic thing, see where that'll take me. Just see what I can be with all of it, just keep doing everything that I can, take any opportunity that comes by you. I don't have any set plans on where the magic thing's going to go, but I've got people. I'm getting booked in shows all over the place. So you just take any opportunity that's going to come out, even if you don't think there's going to be an opportunity. You just seize it. You just make the opportunity if you don't have one.
Speaking of opportunity and booking, say for instance, if I didn't know you and fans like what you have, you got a following, crazy following. Especially on Facebook with you and Chris Collies, whatever his name is.
Landis, yep.
Yeah, good guy, funny guy. Yes, definitely. How could we book you?
If you get a hold of me, if you just look up Clint Spahr, S-P-A-H-R, you got to make sure that H is in there. It's important. You can Google me. You can find me all over the place. Facebook is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. Got my phone number. I can give you the contact information. You can put it on the screen.
Yes, if you can.
Yeah, I got business cards right here, or I should. Yeah, right here.
You'll get the number when I edit it, but yeah, I got his business card here. I should have had it a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, any of that stuff. I got to make sure that the Facebook address on there is correct. Yeah, that's all the correct information. So
if not, you know how to get a hold of me.
Exactly.
Stay tuned for some more interviews on A Dose of Landis. 2 years of doing this for the comedy festival. What can you expect? You never know. Tons of crazy stuff. See you later.
Bad joke round, Virgin Mobile. Yes. Yeah, but give me something.
1,000 bad jokes.
Bad jokes for 1,000. Why do teenagers walk in Route Street?
To bully the rest of us.
It's a bully society. Because OMG, they can't even. Bad jokes indeed. Bad jokes indeed. And just like a storm, that category is over. JC, give me something next.
Well, since it's not NHL finals, we'll go with Summer Fun for 1,000.
Summer Fun for 1,000. She makes big points. Summer ends with a great event allowing behind-the-scenes access to free admission of a lot of Fort Wayne attractions. What could it be? What could it be? Somebody get some points. What could it be? Is it? Tourists in your hometown. Way to go, Glenn. Way to go.
None of us are from Indiana. We don't know any of the very specific local references.
That's why this is so fun. Give us our next category.
NBA Finals for 1,000.
NBA Finals for 1,000. Jump in there.
I'm not a basketball man.
This NBA team was the first to lose 3 consecutive NBA Finals.
Oh, I read that wrong. Oh, shit. Oh, 3 consecutive?
3 consecutive. And guess what?
Nope.
They had a black guy on the team.
Was it
That's all the clue I can give you.
Wait. Say that again.
The only clue I can give you is they had a black guy on the team. We got any guesses?
Yo, the Raptors?
Is it the New York Knicks? The New York Knicks. I didn't know that one either, so.
Yeah, how do you got that? Are you from there?
Uh-oh. They front of them.
Same thing.
If there's a
You're
competitive
a man. Why did you know that, man?
run away with it.
You got hair on your legs. You know?
My parents are very proud of that one. I like to blame my parents for everything that goes wrong in my life. And it's not because my parents are shitty. It's the exact opposite. My parents are so supportive that they thought every bad decision I made was amazing. So you never learn, right? Like I decided to leave my small shit town and go to university in a big city. Except I decided to go to university and take a bachelor in fine arts. All my mom could say was, that's brilliant. I think paying $30,000 so you can learn about shapes and colors is the best goddamn decision you've ever made. You can help your niece out with her homework. She's learning the same shit in grade 2. For free. Right? So obviously I couldn't get a job and I decided to do stand-up comedy and it brought me to your wonderful city and I love it here. Give yourselves a round of applause for me. And I decided to do comedy and I told my mom and all she could say was, go for gold. I think picking a career where you make no money is the best decision you've ever made. At least you know your student loans are always gonna want you. And she was right because they called me every day, even on Sundays, to compliment me on my outstanding balance. Turns out it's not a good thing. That's alright, I dealt with that, picked up heroin as a habit. It's alright, don't feel bad. Told my mom because I'm an amazing daughter and I was honest about it and all my mom could say was, I am so proud of you. It only took you 30 years to get over your fear of needles. Yeah, you can take the girl out of Cornwall, but you shouldn't.
Maumee Mary and Joseph Comedy Festival. How y'all doing? That was a better reception than I was anticipating. All right. Our show for tonight is the Magic and Musical Comedy Showcase. I am all the magic that is on this entire festival, so feel privileged. We got a lot of great acts coming up. Before we get started with all that though, this being a magic show, I do need a volunteer. And if I don't get a volunteer, I am going to force a volunteer. We got a hand. Everybody give her a round of applause. What's your name? Maggie? Okay. Maggie, now, the kind of magic I do is not like big box illusions because I don't have that kind of budget. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to answer a question. Do you believe in ESP or other psychic phenomena?
Sure.
We need a real yes or no.
Not particularly.
Okay, that's good. I'm not gonna say that like it's all bullshit, but like I think it's probably more likely that it's mostly a bunch of guys like me who are really good at faking it. So Maggie, right now, what I'm gonna attempt to do, I'm gonna try and forge a psychic link between us, okay? Okay. Maggie, do you know what a psychic link sounds like?
Nope.
Boo! And just like that, Maggie, you and I are connected on a telepathic level, okay? But we need to test the link, all right? So I'm gonna try and send you a word. I'm gonna write a word down on my little notepad here, and I'm gonna try and send it to you through the power of my mind. Professional with preparedness. All right, Maggie. I am totally committed. No going back now. But you need to follow a couple conditions right now.
Okay.
Maggie, do not lie and do not guess.
Okay.
The audience needs to believe at least one of us is telling the truth. All right? So Maggie, without lying, without guessing, do you know what word I am sending to you telepathically?
I don't.
A genuine miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Maggie, I've got a second very important question right now. And, you know, I don't know, maybe we went through the public school system, maybe this is something that needs to be asked in modern day. Can you read, Maggie?
I can, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead and step up on the stage. Maggie, you'll notice I have 3 books here.
Okay.
I have, for people like myself, I'm a millennial, I like to pander to my demographic, so I got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Maybe you're not really into the whole young adult thing, maybe you want something a little spooky or something like, this is really going through a renaissance right now. We got Stephen King's The Shining. Maybe you don't like the supernatural at all, which explains why you and everybody else here was so hesitant.
Don't you worry about the mess. We can always dry clean your prom dress, but you gotta go down. Yeah, 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 you gotta go down. You gotta cut loose on my juicy juice. You gotta go down. Every now and again, we can all use some head. You gotta go down, 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 down. You gotta learn to give it up every once in a while. We can all use a little bit of service with a smile, but you gotta go down. Hi everybody, I'm Josh.
I'm Ramon.
And together we are the 1947 California Cupcake Company. Y'all may want to write that down later on. There may be a quiz. So that was the very first song off our very first album. It was called Greatest Hits, Volume 1. Sometimes we peaked way early. This is another song off that same album. I wrote it for a girl. I fell completely head over heels, madly in love with this girl. And I was like, I'm going to write you a song, baby. You're going to come to the show, and you're going to hear it, and you're going to love me forever. She walked out halfway through the show. Devastated. I don't understand it. It's actually a really beautiful song if you listen all the way to the end. So we're going to play it now, and maybe you guys can help me figure out what she was thinking. This is called Biggest Fan. And I did this dance 3 times, and who could resist? There's this girl, and she's my biggest fan. I call her that because she's so grand. About as big as a giant sequoia. And if she tripped on you, she might destroy you. Though she's large, that makes her tons of fun. And in my heart, she is the only one. How can I tell this girl I need her? I don't know if I can afford to feed her. I wanna tell her that I love her a lot, cause there's lots of her that I can love. She is the one for me. In the summer she makes the perfect shade tree. Makes my head like a bathroom scale, it goes round and round. When I see her, how can I tell this girl I need her? Eyes go wide when she walks into the room, just so I can fit her in my field of view. Before she was born, they thought that she was going to be twins. Instead of a stork, she was delivered by a pair of pelicans. But I swear her cries, it doesn't make me blue. I mean, everybody knows that chicks need love too. How can I tell this girl I need her? I don't know if I can afford to leave her. Wanna tell her that I love her a lot, 'cause there's lots of her that I can love. She is the one for me. In the summer she makes the perfect shade tree. Affects my head like a bathroom scale. It goes round and round. Oh, when I see her, how can I tell this girl I need her? Ramon Rose, ladies and gentlemen, this is right, he's the talent in the group. This is about the part where she walked out. I was very upset. Because it redeemed itself very soon, I promise. Can I tell this girl I need her? But I don't know if I can afford to feed her. Gonna tell her that I love her a lot. I can't love. She is the one for me in the summer under that shade tree. My head goes round and round every time I see her. I'm gonna tell that girl I need her.
For that very reason. But I took an opportunity and I seized it, right? So I got together with this girl. She was a year younger than me. She was 19. I forgot her name. So it was July 2nd, 2015. Yes. Right. Yes. July 2nd, 2015. And I was in my parents' car and I drove all the way to the south side of Chicago. Anybody ever been to Chicago? You know what I'm talking about when I say the red line? I went past the red line. Like I was way past 95th. I was way past the last stop on the red line. I was on like 147th and Do-Rag Avenue. Like I was just really in that bitch. Just fucking, but it was okay because when I got there, I noticed that we were across the street from a hospital. So just inside, I was just like, well, if something happens, I'm good. I'll be fine. And then, so she comes out, and she actually walked around my car for a second, like a cop or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So she comes in, she's like, so, you know how I told you we were gonna do it at my grandma's house? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, we can't, because my grandma's in there. And I was like, well, she could join us if that's the plan. Like an upgrade. Shopping for a phone. So she's like, no, we're gonna have to do it somewhere else. Do you have enough money for a hotel? I'm like, this isn't a date. What? This is a house call. And she's like, okay, fine. Well, we're gonna have to do it somewhere. And I'm like, do you have any recommendations? Because I literally only brought the $100 for the hour. That's all I brought. Because I'm an idiot. I thought she took card. So then I gave her the $100. She's like, well, I know a place around here, nearby. I'm like, okay. She's like, I know this railroad. I was like, elaborate? She's like, oh, no, we'll fuck on a railroad. I'm like, what do you mean on a railroad? I'm not trying to die the first time I'm having sex. And she's like, no, it's underneath a railroad. I'm like, okay. So like, are we gonna be in my car? She's like, yeah, we'll be in your car. Anyway, fast forward to the hour. First of all, I lasted an hour. That was dope. Thank you. That was.
A couple of you mentioned marriage and that
We're very single, very 30.
Yeah.
We're good with it.
Yeah.
I have 2 cats. Shocking, I know. She's got a dog.
I just want to level set that dating's rough.
It's hard.
You just saw Jason. So I encountered...
Again, Jason, you're the shit
Yeah.
wherever you are.
And this story really, put yourself in my shoes, I'm gonna ask that.
They're kind of small. You can't do that.
Desperation is real, people. So I was having a really good day, bought a new house.
Oh, yeah.
Inspection went well. I'm like, yes, I'm feeling myself.
I was cleaning out my cat boxes.
And then my phone decided to quit working, so that was a real roller coaster of emotions. And I decided to go to the Apple store to to try to get it fixed.
That was a thought in my. I didn't say it on the phone to my mother. It was in here for me. But then I wrote that joke down because that's a good joke. Because about 2 weeks before my brother died, I recorded my first comedy album. So I went from like all-time career high to crushing personal low in a fortnight. It's a weird feeling. And the thing is, when you record an album, like, you don't do the show and then you're done. Like, you have to do more shows and promote it and like do press and a lot of things you don't want to do when you're severely depressed because your younger brother just died unexpectedly in a car accident. And I had to do it. And I talked to my family because in the immediate aftermath of my brother's death, I was like, look, guys, I either have to do comedy about this or stop doing comedy. And I'm not going to stop doing comedy, so I need you all to tell me this is okay. It's okay. And not you guys, I meant my family. I don't care what you think. That's not true, I care desperately what you think. You guys know how comedy works, I need this. So I asked my family, and they all told me it was okay. My mom told me, she's like, look, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I don't ever want to see it. And I'm like, oh, you're not wrong, lady. Like, I don't either. Please don't ever come to a show where I'm doing jokes about your dead kid. But it's hard, because the thing is, like, it's sad when your brother dies. It's also very, very funny, because no one knows how to deal with anybody when someone they love died. And so I went down to my parents' house the morning that my brother died, and if you see me at the other shows, I have kids. My daughter was 3 at the time, and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I told my wife, I'm like, keep her here. I'm gonna go down first to my parents' house because I don't know like what the vibe is gonna be like. I mean, I have a general idea, but I don't know. Like, you don't want to introduce like a cheerful 3-year-old when everybody's real sad. So I went down first. And there were already like family members and relatives and neighbors were all there, and it was lighter than I was expecting. But everybody wants to make you feel better, but they're bad at it. One phrase that kept popping up, like people would call me like from out of town, and like, hey man, I just heard about Mark, I'm so sorry. There's no words. Like the phrase "there's no words" kept popping up, and people would call me on the phone and say, "There's no words." I'm like, right, but this is an audio medium. You should have thought of some words. I'm having a rough week. I don't have time to talk you through this. Think of a couple words first. Some people texted me instead of calling because they're cowards. And if you ever send a condolence text, like just work your name in there. You don't have to like sign it like an old-timey letter. Just be like, oh, hey, your old buddy Glenn's thinking about you. Because I don't save most people's phone numbers in my phone. So I would have to I would get these texts like, hey, sorry about your dead brother. And I'd have to like scroll up and try to use context clues to figure out who I was talking to. Because it's a weird time to be like, hey, new phone, who dis?
Welcome to A Dose of Landis. It's me, Jeff Landis. If you don't know who I am, then you're in the wrong city.
In the wrong city.
Here I am with an OG of comedy. He does acting as well.
Hey, oh my God.
He does everything. So, man, it's been a while, man.
Man, I'm telling you something. What, 8 years, I guess?
Yeah, we've been talking for a while, and now it's finally happening.
Yeah, it's finally happening. We talked about it. I didn't push God. You a busy man.
That's what me and Courtney White was just talking about. You know, I said, you know, you're busy doing acting and doing comedy and everywhere in the city. And then I'm doing nothing. Raising
grandkids and everything. You know what I mean?
So, you've been doing comedy for how long again?
My first time on stage was October 8th, 2010. Same night my grandboys were born. I had to leave the stage to go check them out.
So that was definitely memorable, not only for your impression on stage, but then...
And that's the first night I met TV, Courtney, Cool Cat. That's the first time I met them.
Sweet.
I was in the barbershop selling bootleg movies.
Actually, I think I met you. Yeah, I met you at the City Link. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I remember. I used to ride City Link and sell bootleg movies.
Yeah. And it was crazy. We ended up becoming Facebook friends, and we started talking. He supports the hell out of me, and I support the hell out of him.
Hey, man, you're doing big things. You trying, and I understand that when you know you like me, you're asshole. You know what I mean? And when they put you in asshole mode,
you would go there and you ain't afraid to say what you got to say.
Well, you know, as being an entertainer, because one thing is, as being entertainers, we're like a family, because we see the bullshit, like he was just saying, and everything that we go through.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, we go through, the most hated people are politicians and entertainers.
Yeah, oh my God, especially comedians. Ooh, they can't stand. There's a war on comedians right about now. You know, it is. Everything and anything we say now is too racist, is too sexist. You know, you just can't tell a good joke now. You got to think about it. You know, and not to think about, and I'm being real. You and I, we trying to ride. And I don't know about you, but I've had some bad dates in my time 20 years ago, and I'm expecting the Me Too movement to come for me, you know, as soon as I make it. You know what I mean? I didn't take it, I lied.
He does a lot. He's really good at what he does.
Yeah, we tried.
Tonight he's got a big. You're doing a recording tonight.
Yeah, I'm recording my first. I'm recording my first CD, and also I just we just finished shooting this movie in Chicago. I'm playing Deacon Fry. It's slated for Amazon, and they're in post production. We just wrapped it up. I'm Deacon Fry. I'm a sneaking deacon, you know. So and it's doing real good. And that's my grandbaby.
She loves her grandpa.
Yeah, they come to see Papa. They come to see Papa Kurt. Hey, let me do something. All those outfits that I had in the movie.
Yeah.
That's the man that supplied my outfits. That's the thing. That's Richard Bell. Hey, look at He supplied all those sharp suits that y'all saw me posing in. It wouldn't have been for him. It wouldn't have been possible.
Speaking of that, do you know when the movie's coming out?
Well, right now we just wrapped it up Friday, and it's in post production, and then they got a edit and all this other stuff. I'm gonna say they ain't told me yet, but the trailer should be out in about 30 days.
Stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll premiere it on A Dose of Landis.
The trailer should be out in about 30 days, and I was having the same heart attack symptoms on the set that I'm having now. Before every show, I have heart attacks. So right now, my left arm is tingling.
Anything you want to say to anybody out there that wants to book you? Say for instance, if I didn't know you and I just watched your show for the very first time, and I want to have you on my show. I mean, obviously you're on my show now, but if I wanted to book you for a show in general.
For anybody that wants to book me, you can get me up at robertlyon803@yahoo.com or hit me up, OG Mufasa, on Facebook. But I gotta let you know, good comedy ain't cheap. Cheap comedy ain't good. You know what I mean? I'm a headline, I'm a close, I'm gonna always leave you laughing.
And that is very true. Stay tuned for some more interviews. Like I said, today I've been interviewing people I've talked about interviewing for 2 to 3 years. We talked for 8 years, and now it's here.
Yeah, it's here. I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let y'all one thing know. I'm not into comedy to be a role model. You know what I mean? I'm in it for money. I don't want to be famous. You know what I mean? So let's make some money.
Best way. I'll see you guys later.
Mufasa. 10 years in the game. Finally getting this recording now going on. Let me get these announcements out the way before I get started. The Maumee Mary and Joseph Comedy Festival would like to thank the wonderful sponsors at Magic 95.1, Alt 99.5, 102.3, and Classic Hits 101 FM. CW is our sponsor. We also want to thank Paint the Town Graphics for our great t-shirts and buttons. Anybody interested in them, they are at we got something back here? They're at the table in the back. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming out and make some noise for yourselves. We are small and mighty tonight, just like midget porn. Everybody look good though. Look like City Trends had a Midnight Madness sale. City Trends had shit so cheap, you see your neighborhood booster in there, motherfucker, put shit on layaway. You're like, what the fuck? You sold me that shit at half the price. Some bitches. Oh man, I'm Fort Wayne. Everybody homegrown, make some noise? That's all right, you could have moved here on a visa a couple years ago, don't matter. I'm so Fort Wayne, I lost my virginity on the reservoir. Anybody like that in here? No? Still busting up when I drive past that place. Woo. So we got some kids in here today. Give a hand for the kids. That's what we ought to call Fort Wayne. The city of children. That's what we ought to call this motherfucker. I'm serious. That's what one of my favorite pastimes is, sitting at that Parkview arriving daily sign. And I like to try to guess the race of the baby by the name. That's not racist. Don't worry about it. That's not racist. It's just fun as hell. It's you know, because white people, y'all keep it real simple. Angela, Jason, Tyler, yeah. Nothing interesting there. You can go right on through the light. Hispanics, y'all keep it real ethnic. Maria, Jose, Jesus, you know. Niggas that had you miss 8, 9 different fucking lights trying to guess that goddamn name. It's like the mom was in stirrups with a Scrabble cup. And as soon as the baby popped out, she said, oh, that's his name right there, Cavantianis. Give him 2 middle names and 2 last names and get the fuck out of here. Oh man, I love my hometown though. Fort Wayne is about as segregated as a 1920 swimming pool though. Anybody know the nickname of Fort Wayne used to be Little Mississippi? I don't know if y'all seen Mississippi Burning, but that is not a fucking compliment. That's what I'm trying to say. Give it up for 2019 being here. Ah, love it. We gotta learn to get over a lot of shit now though. It's 2019. We shouldn't be dealing with the same fucking shit. We shouldn't. Yeah, I said fucking. They let y'all in the wolves den tonight. Mufasa's your grandfather. Stop playing. We shouldn't be dealing with the same fucking shit. Like, it's 2019. We shouldn't be still dealing with gay issues. We shouldn't. You know, Jesus had 12
professional baseball player. Turns out tattoos are just broken childhood dreams. So next time you see a woman with a butterfly tattoo on her lower back, as a kid, she wanted to grow up and become a butterfly and not a whore. You guys did not like that joke. I eat candy corn the same way I eat ass. On accident because I'm not paying attention. He's eaten ass on accident before. Thank you so much, guys. My name's Mike Wilson.
Oh, y'all keep it going with Mike Wells. And don't pick up his drink by mistake. Oh, man. We're going to keep this thing going. And I met 10 years ago at a barber shop. He ain't made me stop laughing since. I guarantee everybody in here, his funny bone is going to be touched in some way or another. You know? But before I was about to go up, somebody stopped me and said that they wanted to bring Mufasa up. They said, get your black ass off the microphone and let me go ahead and do it. So I'm going to go ahead and let them do it. They, don't do your thing, man. Give a hand for my man.
Hi, my name is David Sterling. Welcome to the Fort Wayne Comedy Festival.
Hey.
I want to introduce to you my papa, OG Mufasa.
Anybody told your little ass to put my hat on? Hey, I can keep it going. Damn. This and I want everybody here to know tonight, I think that was a parental warning or something that's about, I'm not politically correct, so if you sensitive, the fuck out. Okay? Now, a lot of people in Fort Wayne, they know me as the movie man. And they be in front, I'm not the movie man. Come on, y'all gonna get me locked up. You know, it's some federal shit. I'm your neighborhood morale, welfare, and recreational specialist. Okay? Now, also, my wife is so busy that she ain't got my cue cards up. Okay, also, don't worry about it. Also, I've been doing some real good things. Comedy's been good to me. I met TV and them 10 years ago. I was in the barber shop. I was selling bootleg movies, and they met me, and they say they followed me around. Then they found out I went to church and sold pornos. Yeah, Christians, they don't want no bootleg movie. I'm like, hey, I got that new movie, Us, Deacon. Man, damn that, I won't pick it. I want that nasty shit. You know, and things been going so good for me that I got a chance to open up for J. Anthony Brown, Joe Torre, Kenny Howell. I just completed a movie. It's in post-production. I'm playing Deacon Fry in a movie called You're the Church. And all that is going real good for me right now. And I know one thing for sure. The Illuminati gonna call me one day. Y'all know what the Illuminati is? Okay, well the Illuminati, it means if I join, I could do damn near anything I want. You know, I could beat cases, I could knock my wife out of the elevator, and I could still get on the NFL. You know, but I could just imagine that the day they call me, I walk up in the room, there's Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Dave Chappelle, and they pass me the blunt. And I hit the blunt. Hey man, I appreciate y'all picking me for Illuminati, but I ain't sucking your dick. I'm serious, that Illuminati wild. They say if you get into Illuminati, you gotta have sex with a man. I thought about it. And what man would I have sex with? And I thought about it real hard. I want to have sex with Wendy Williams. He fine as hell, ain't he, man? He got some big old titties and every damn thing. You know, and you know, and the thing about it, and I want to get one thing clear here. This is comedy, y'all. We about inclusion. We want to include everybody. If we don't mean this shit, and that's the thing about it right now, comedy. Everything is too sexist. Everything is too racist. Fuck that. You know, it's like, even gay people. I want to include you in my jokes. You know, I went through the gay struggle too. I had 2 gay brothers. My nickname coming up as a kid was Sissy Bruce Brother. I played football, Jerome was a cheerleader, and Bruce he twirled a baton. And just how much that was back in the 70s. You know, I'm playing football, Jerome out there doing this, strawberry shortcake, strawberry pie. You know what I mean? And Bruce coming in the football game just twirling a damn baton. And nobody knew that my name was Mufasa. We choosing basketball teams. Everybody said, I got Leroy, I got Dwight. They said, pick Mufasa. They said, who's Mufasa? Sissy Bruce Brother. Oh, hell yeah, he got a good outside jump. I got Sissy Bruce Brother. I walked into it, you know what I mean? But my thing is, it's all about inclusion. And gay people, we don't mean this shit, it's just joke. And I mean, if you could bend over and take a dick, you could sit down and take a joke. What hurt worse, the dick or the joke? I mean, I'm 61 years old. I had a prostate exam. I passed out on the finger. I can't imagine taking that damn loggerhead. And my brothers, they were gay. Their dicks were bigger than mine. I felt cheated. Mama told me, get in the bathtub with Bruce. Fuck that. There's an anaconda in that motherfucker. I get in that motherfucker. And I mean, I'm from Atlanta. I understand let me say this. If you gay, openly gay, I love you. You my brother. But if you down low, you low down motherfucker. And I mean, coming from Atlanta, I understand that. Because they had a lot of gangster-licious jokers in Atlanta. Thugs during the day. Sneaking in my back door with my brother during the night. I had 2 sisters. I never called my sisters fucking. The shit I done walked in on my brothers doing, and who they was fucking, I should be traumatized. I mean, I'm like, damn, man, what that the pastor you had down the holler?
4, 3. Hey guys, here I am again, Kevo, on a Dose of Landis, and who do we have here today?
Hi, my name is Misha Han. I'm a comedian from New York City. You can find me on Instagram at Hi Misha Han, HIMISHAHAN.
So tonight, that's actually the first time I've ever been to the Phoenix, which is pretty awesome. So are you performing here?
Yeah, I just performed. It was amazing. The crowds here are really cool. You guys got great people here. First time in Indiana, and I love it.
Where did you say you were from?
I'm from, I live in New York, but I'm from Hawaii.
All right.
So yeah, a little bit of aloha.
Do you do like a lot of traveling?
I do a bit of traveling. I've been to Atlanta, I've been to San Francisco. It's my first time in Indiana, as I said.
So do you think Fort Wayne's pretty chill and everything?
Fort Wayne's great.
You like it?
This is the
You
first
like it?
place. This is the first place I've ever been where they, my Uber driver, just is like definitely Misha.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome.
It's just that type of hospitality that can't be beat.
Do you have any other stuff that you've been doing during the Fort Wayne Comedy Festival?
Oh, I went to Culver's for the first time.
Oh, did you?
Yo, Culver's is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Had some
ice cream.
Cheese curds.
Oh,
cheese curds. Never had cheese curds before.
Oh my God,
they're delicious.
Awesome. Awesome. So if anybody was trying to reach out to you, where would they? Where would they?
Reach out to me on Instagram or by email. Hi Mishahan, Himisha.
Dose of Landis at the comedy festival. This time I got the shirt on. Yes. But anyways, I am with Courtney White. What's up, man?
How you doing? How you doing, guys?
Not too bad. I've known this guy for
It's been a while.
a while.
But we haven't really had a chance to kind of collab or do anything together yet. We talked about it a lot, but we haven't had a chance to sit down and do anything.
I think the last time it was, I know we were on Isaac's show together.
That was a while ago.
Oh my
Isaac,
God, I'd love to have him on here.
Yeah, very smart kid. I need to check in with him, see what he's doing.
Let's see, there was a movie we were in, The Principal. You played like no, I played the principal, but you were.
Yeah.
Eric Smith's
Eric
movie.
Smith's movie. Everybody moved away, so it was like some small thing. I'm sorry, I got to stay in the camera.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good. Movie, you step out of the shot. No, but yeah, there was a movie that was going on at the time, and some things happened, and and this time, kind of moved on. Some folks moved away, and the project never really got finished. But but that's how things happen sometimes. Life kind of gets in the way and kind of diverts you from what your craft is and stuff.
Oh, reality takes over. Trust me.
You can't run from life.
If you could, we'd all be happy, especially in the business that we deal with.
Absolutely. Man.
Now, you do comedy, you do acting. What else do you do? I mean, in the entertainment business, because you're practically everywhere. I mean, everybody in Fort Wayne knows your name. I mean, you network with tons of people.
I've done a lot. I've been performing in Fort Wayne since 2002. So I worked with a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of things, and I watched the scenes grow. I don't do nearly as much as I used to. Not nearly as much. I'm a dad. I'm a working dad. That is my career. So that's that takes precedence over everything. But yeah, I mean it's great to see with the festival, the Maumee Mary and Joseph festival, the comedy festival, where comedy's come. In Fort Wayne since I started doing comedy. And I'm a lot older than a lot of these guys. And there's no credit to me how long I've been doing comedy here, but I've been at it for a lot longer, and I would say it's something that I know, but it doesn't make me better or anything, but, it's great to see what's coming up the rear, man, because comedy was at a low here in Fort Wayne for a while, and I think the festival is going to bring some attitude and some fun back to the comedy scene.
Oh yeah, for sure. Say if you were to get back into comedy or acting, how can I get a hold of you for any gigs?
Oh man, my number on Facebook. I can be reached. You may not see me all the time, but I'm easy to reach. I return phone calls, I answer questions, and I help when I can. I just work for a living, man. I put a lot of legs and sweat back time and miles, in the comedy, man. I think I'm at a reflecting point, but I'm still down to work. I love acting. Acting is still my passion. I just don't do the dancing and the singing thing like the city likes. I love scripts, and I love character work, but as far as that goes, anytime, man, just hit me up on Facebook or hit my number. I give you my number right now, but yeah, just anything. We've talked about it, if you have something, man, like I said, I am not hard to reach and I'm not difficult to work with at all.
Well, what's crazy about this whole show in general with covering the comedy festival, talk about interviewing Clint for freaking 2 years, talk about interviewing you for 2 or 3 years, and now it's happening. So.
Well, you've been busy though. I mean, you have to put, exactly what you've been giving to the city, because you've been at it longer than me, and you've lived here.
I started at age 14, and still kicking.
And you're still kicking, and you're still get out there and stuff that you do. So man, don't forget how busy you are. You're giving back. to the city, as quiet as it's kept. It's these things that's going on underneath. It's what keeps us moving and keep that buzz going. You know what I mean? The city needs it. You know, if not, it'll just be dull. You know, and we're already been dull, but there's things going on in the belly of the city. You know, you just gotta poke your head out a little bit farther. You know what I mean?
Now, that comment you just said, it really means a lot to me because, like I said, I've known you for years, and everybody knows you around town, and you know you're very respected by a lot of people. And thank you very much for your comment. It really means a lot.
I try and give what people give me. I try and give back, man. Life's too short. Life's just way too short, bro. I mean, cheers to you, man. It's cold out here still.
Oh yeah,
it's too cold to get
that's very true. I'm starting to nip, but anyways, we'll see you guys later. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back doing a comedy festival 2 years in a row. Different guest, obviously, but here I am along Jeff Landis along with
Brian McDaniel.
So, Brian, what all do you do? I mean, obviously you do comedy, but
Right.
like, what all kind of comedy do you do?
Well, I do some pop culture comedy. I was on TMZ for 8 years. You might recognize me as one of the guys in the back of the room cracking jokes for years and years. I was in the Entourage movie. And then my wife and I had some kids, and now I just travel and do the road and take care of my kids.
So what made you decide comedy is my it factor? Like, I want to do comedy. What made, because like obviously, you know, you got a family, you travel everywhere.
Right.
Obviously, if you do comedy, you travel everywhere.
Right.
What made you decide I want to do this?
Well, there's two things. I started when I was making fun of Lisa Lampanelli, and she was like, "Where are you performing?" And I said, "I'm not." She said, "You really should." And that was it. A week later, I did my first open mic, and that's 8 or 9 years ago now. So I've just been hitting the stage as much as possible since then. I think kind of what you're asking doesn't totally apply to me. It's not like a conscious decision. It's more like a terrible addiction. I can't not do it. I can't not do it. And so sometimes you do it and it works out great and there's great audiences and you get paid, and sometimes it's miserable and there's no audience and there's no money, and either way, there's no stopping.
Kind of life as an entertainer, no matter what you do, you have your ups and your downs. So for instance, if I want to get a hold of you and book you for a show, how could I do that?
Yeah, you can get in touch with me on social media, Brian F. McDaniel on Twitter and Instagram, Brian McDaniel on Facebook. You know, if you just Google Brian McDaniel, I think I'm the first result because I was on TV. Got lucky, kind of cheated that way. TV.
Oh yeah, that's
makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's what TV definitely. I mean, especially because if you're on TV, people search you up and bam, you're there.
Yep, bam.
It's like there. So
the guys from the rent-a-car, when I pulled in, were like, "Hey, we Googled you." I was like, "I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I mean, you have a contract with me." And they're like, "Well, we like you." I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, that works."
Yeah, well, I call it the fame game because you never know what you expect. I mean, obviously, you play with the audience, but like, you get the most craziest shit. Like, wait a second. But then it's also a good feeling because, like, I was talking to some couple comedians. It's like a drug. Entertainment is a drug. You can't stop.
Nope. No, you can't. Yeah, and it's sometimes it's weird. Like, people drive a long way to see you or whatever, and you're like, you do a show and you've traveled a long way, and afterwards you're like, okay, I got like 30 seconds for you. And it's not that I don't love you. Sometimes that's just all you got.
Speaking of the road, I'm just kind of curious because you've been pretty much everywhere. Give me your one crazy road story. Don't hold back.
My craziest road story in comedy.
Yes.
This is good. I was in Atlantic City, so I went to Atlantic City to do some shows, and they gave us a hotel room. It was not a nice casino in Atlantic City, and it was one of like the old ones that had never been remodeled. And I go up into my room, and I'm gonna throw my clothes in the drawer, and I open the drawer, and the drawer is filled with pills and underwear.
Holy shit.
Like, it's the big bag of prescription pills, and like not in a bottle, like someone was selling these pills. And I was like, is this like the regular comedian's room? Is this leftover from the last guy? Or is this just a crappy Atlantic City hotel room? I think it was the latter.
Wow.
Yeah. Because that's a lot of drugs for a comedian to afford.
That's a very crazy story. Before we go, say things to the fans out there.
Hey, thank you so much for coming out to the Maumee Mary and Joseph Comedy Festival. I'm really proud to represent this year. We're having a fantastic time. I'm Brian McDaniel. Catch you next time.
See you on some more interviews. 5, 4, 3. So Kevin, what's been your highlight of the night?
My favorite part tonight was over at Pint and Slice. I mean, there's just numbers of acts out there performers, and I mean they're all really hilarious. And honestly, I think just good vibes over there. Everybody was friendly. Everybody's been treating us really good tonight, respecting us and stuff, and saying welcoming us for next year too. So
what's your YouTube channel again?
YouTube.com/itsyourboykevo, ITSYABOYKEVO.
Yes. So what can you expect from going on now?
Going on forward is positive morels in Fort Wayne. We're gonna start pushing positivity again, and that's what's coming. So that's all I'm saying right now. But get ready for some new vlogs.
Now, one more question. Compared to this year and last year, what do you think is the best?
I mean, it's hard because O'Reilly's. We're not even done yet. So O'Reilly's was really good last year, but I saw some like all that underground people that you don't usually hear of this year. Like that last girl, she was pretty funny. I can't think of her name, but where was that at again?
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Never been there before, but she was pretty funny and stuff. Unfortunately, we couldn't record her, but yeah, she was pretty funny, and I'll probably say this year. We'll go with this year.
Thank you.
Of Westeros, I am your host, the Lost Clegane Ronzel. They also know me as Nicholas. Tonight, we shall have a homage, tribute to the Mother of Dragons. Khaleesi, please come. Daenerys, the Stormborn Targaryen. Everyone should have been standing. You guys are filled. Come, sit, Queen. Khaleesi, please hold my back. It will smash many a brain. And now, introducing your first comedians. Well, the panel of comedians. Brian McDaniel from the Stormlands. Brother Brian. Cena M. Deason from Dawn. Mike Wells from the North. They're booing you. You must be a bastard. TV, my brother from The Rock. Where are you, brother? Come on, read it. Read it tight. All right. Christine Ferreira from the Iron Islands. Mike Logan from The Reach. Hello. Brother. The student on the team. We have all the bring it in. We have all the money. You gave me the one finger. And Jamie Schreiner from The Vale. Each comic will have 6 or so minutes to praise the great Stormlord, the Mother of Dragons, Daenerys Targaryen. And now, can you all please rise? One at a time. Please, everyone up. Everyone up. Even the middle table where my friends are sitting. Get your asses up. And let's say, Wost of Westeros!
Somebody bring me a Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Thank you.
Our first comic from the Stormlands, Brian McDaniel.
Come on, we're gonna fucking eat each other alive. Well, I got some energy in here, yeah! Hell yeah! We got the tethered dad from Us bringing us up, yeah, hell yeah! That's badass. This thing is ready to go. Let's kick this shit off. All right. I rep for Robert Baratheon. That's right, because I'm the only one who ever whored and drank his way to uniting all 7 kingdoms. Yeah! think he's a good enough comedian to be on this stage right now.
I'll take it. I love that one. Shit.
Marjorie Tyrell. Marjorie Tyrell from The Reach was killed by religious crazies, which sounds like something that could happen in Indiana.
For our next comedian, coming all the way from Dawn, Cena Anderson!
Thank you, kind sir. Oh, the Dornish prince is here. Daenerys Stormborn, the famous albino who can't be burned. We have here Robert Baratheon from the Stormlands. He looks like he shares a common enemy with the White Walkers, daylight and food. Are you really going to give your kingdom to the bad guy from Ghost? Robert Baratheon was killed by a boar, and now we've been dying watching a boar. Stannis was killed by a shadow, now a white guy that's never seen the sun is throwing shade. Who's the North? Alright. We've gone through more kings in the North than rapers of Sansa Stark. The North, where the wolves are dire and the straights are gay.
Hey, welcome back to A Dose of Landis. We are out here in Fort Wayne at O'Reilly's. So who do we have today?
I'm Ben Malone.
John Wynn. We're having a multi-interview right now.
Yeah.
So,
Dual interview.
So, what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'm part of the Maumee Mary and Joseph Fest. I'm just hanging out. It's the Roast of Westeros. Just hoping to grab a beer with a few comics.
Awesome.
Hoping to network a little bit.
Are you doing anything extra in the festival?
Nothing extra, I don't think. No, unless they ask me to, I'll go the extra mile.
How about you? What you doing here tonight?
I just did a couple of spots tonight. I did the Phoenix Showcase and I did the Comedy Bingo, and I'm doing shows on Saturday at the Clean Comedy Showcase, and I'm doing
never seen this show before, so
Center Showcase.
All right.
So are you guys both traveling?
Who are you?
Oh yeah. I'm from North Carolina.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm from LA.
All right.
Yeah,
So
it's very cool.
what do you guys think about Fort Wayne? Is it a cultural shock? Like, how do you feel about it?
It reminds me of home a lot. That's
Yeah,
for sure,
this is-
but just
I mean, it doesn't remind me of LA at all. I mean, there's like less traffic and a lot of white people, but that's good, right?
Yeah, I'm one of them, so
yeah,
yeah,
of course,
might as
right?
well.
You gotta like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I like the atmosphere though. You know, with comedy, you know, people don't take it so serious. You know.
Yeah.
And
Why
that's
is it a
good.
serious town?
No.
Okay.
But you know,
What is Fort Wayne like known for?
kind of boring.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well,
Honestly,
then
but
it's
it's
tin
not so
caps.
much anymore though.
Tin
I was-
caps.
How about
I was
like-
really wondering that on the way
Yeah.
in, but I didn't know if it'd be offensive to ask.
Fort Wayne used to be boring about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Ever since Tin Caps came, it kind of changed.
Okay.
Stormlands.
What team are they for?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do it.
What? They're a farm team for which team?
Just Tin Caps for baseball.
Oh, it's just, they're not a farm. They're not. They're not
The
a
Veil.
farm team.
Who's the Veil?
Padres, I think.
What's that?
Padres.
Padres. Okay, I was wondering what the farm team. Okay, cool.
So, I got two more questions for you guys. So, what's like an inspirational for you guys to do comedy? Like, you have like a role model?
Yeah.
I'm just trying so very hard not to work behind a desk for 40 years.
I'm literally going on.
It doesn't make sense. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's
I
the
don't
old
have an
lady, right?
inspiration or a person. I just
Yeah.
like doing comedy. It's fun.
Which is fun. It's a
Yeah.
nice little hobby.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to reach out to you guys, like Facebook, social media,
Yeah.
how can they contact you?
I'm on Twitter at The Funny Asian, and also Instagram, John Wynn Comedy.
I mostly do Instagram. I'm at Forever Malone. Drop the second E on Forever, and you'll find it. It's just like Post Malone.
Alrighty, well thank you guys. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate
you
you,
guys.
man.
Take it
Thank
easy.
you.
Hey everybody, hopefully you enjoyed that episode. I mean, we have tons of interviews, tons of comedians, tons of good things. This is our second year. I'm ready for the third year, but I want to talk about something I forgot to talk about before because I'm so excited. Brand new time slot, brand new things, brand new stuff is going on. Speaking of that, 2012, let's just say I'm in the works with doing connections with certain individuals. Certain individual concert promoters are talking to certain people, individuals that have money in Fort Wayne, and You guys already know All For One is guaranteed interviewed on a Dose of Landis. We don't know when, but that's guaranteed for sure. But let's just say a good corporation is in talks with another good corporation, and possibly I might get my dream interview with Boys to Men. Hopefully I can retire. But yeah, I got my feedback on me being the next Happy. People want me to do it, so my 30th anniversary show, I might do it. But anyways, the next show coming up on a Dose of Landis, Heroes and Legends Professional Wrestling. Well, we've done Heroes and Legends before. We've seen interviews from Jim Cornette, Teddy Long, another career highlight of mine, Jim Cornette, Mean Gene Okerlund, rest in peace, brother, Mean Gene Okerlund, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Tracy Smothers. Tracy Smothers is going to be on there, Oscar's going to be on there. So Heroes and Legends is the next Dose of Landis. Like I said, season 3 is going to be bigger and better. I mean, the first show that we did has Jack Russell's Great White. What else can we expect? See you guys at the next show. Heroes and Legends Professional Wrestling at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. I can't wait. Neither can you. Hopefully I get my dream interview with Eric Bischoff. Brooke Hogan's going to be there. Eric Bischoff. Kelly. So the next show, we don't even know who's going to be on. I mean, yeah, Tracy Smothers and Oscar, but who else? You never know. You've been dosed.